Again, very good morning. Let's begin. So I request all of you to kindly turn your cameras on so that we can have an interactive mode of going ahead with the session. A very warm welcome to all of you to this career blueprint so that you all have an opportunity and a platform to begin the journey and create a change in the direction that you're going and make it more successful. So before we start, I would like to give you a run through. First of all, the reason why we have shifted online is because of the strike in Pune, Maharashtra. I think Uber and Ola are not functionable, and people who are coming from afar are finding it difficult. Hence, we decided to face this challenge with grace and again be there for you guys and not give up. So, कभी-कभी organizations में भी इस तरह की चीजें होती हैं. बहुत सारे लोग सोचते हैं कि okay, let's leave it. Okay, let's go. No, you have to always come up with a solution. That's why we come into the picture. So today there will be a clarity, a confidence aspect, a career direction. There will be a shift within you from the noise that you're facing inside your head to the stillness that you need to create in order to build your career. Now, many of us face career confusion, comparison pressure. So we are going to work on the aspect where we can avoid it. So we have many more aspects such as this, where we can work on handling rejections, even though there is a slow progress, make it win, make it consistent. So how we will go about it? You will be first meeting the founder, Mr. Riitesh Sharma of 3RI Technologies. He will be the person who will be giving the roadmap on how you can undo, redo, and restart your life. So I will be welcoming Mr. Riitesh Sharma, who is the founder director of 3RI Technologies, a man known for his own success, started from scratch, yet made a really impactful, successful journey throughout. And he himself coming into the picture and directly speaking to you and giving you the roadmap. So I welcome Mr. Riitesh Sharma on board. Yes, sir, I'll hand it over to you. So before we move on to sir, I just request you all to rename your names on the Zoom because बहुत लोगों का Oppo, Apple 17 ऐसे दिखा रहा है तो रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप अपना पूरा नाम जस्ट रीनेम करिए. I request the people who are joining directly from the mobile phones, आपको वहां पे नीचे एक ऑप्शन है जहां जाके आप अपना नाम चेंज कर सकते हैं. तो if you go on to the participants aspect and click the up arrow, okay, you will see yourself. और जैसे आप अपने फोल्डर पे चेक करोगे वहां पे रीनेमिंग ऑप्शन मिलेगा. So I request you guys to rename and put your name over there. Thank you so much. So before even we go forward, I want to show you the video where you will get an idea कि कौन आज मिल रहे हैं आपको और कहाँ से है, क्या है. So let us just quickly run through the video so that you get an idea. All right, there we go. Confused between AI, cloud, and automation, and still worried about your placement? Let me tell you one truth. Companies don't hire degrees. They hire people who will execute. Oh, beautiful souls. Are you a final year student or just a fresher? These are the people who build systems, deploy projects, and work with the freshers every day. We have Riitesh Sharma, founder of 3RI Technologies, who is going to speak on industry expectations. And then we have Bharat Kulkarni, technical director, who is going to speak on automation and AI.
Then we have Yogesh Joshi, project manager, who is going to speak on project execution and tell us why gaps don't matter anymore if you upskill the new pending courses that are required for industries. Then we have Abhishek Ghosh, a technical architect who is going to help us with project aspects, end-to-end encryption. And then you have myself, Neha Syed, who will be helping you out on clarity, confidence, and consistency. Looking forward to see you all. Thank you.
All right, everyone. So you got a gist of who you're going to meet today and what kind of industry guidelines you will be getting and how much it is needed in today's generation. And we are here to build that gaps, cover it up, and make a smooth transition from where we are to where we can be. So now I'm handing over to the most known, successful entrepreneur as well as a person who have built everything from scratch when the AI didn't exist. The person existed and now dealing with the AI with his emotional intelligence. Mr. Riitesh Sharma, the director and founder of 3RI Technologies, I welcome you, sir. Please address the session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Neha. Thank you so much for introducing me with the wonderful words. Good morning, guys. Am I audible,
Very,
guys?
yes, very good morning, sir.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, Komal, Harshal, Rutuja. Can somebody come on the camera? Can someone has is the camera disabled, Kiran? Why people are not coming on the camera? It's Saturday morning. Where everywhere it's a Ola, Uber. The private cab taxis are, they are enjoying strike. Tushar, Akansha, Pranali. Can people come and join online? I mean, on the camera? Guys, it will be really difficult if I will not see your faces to bring the energy what you needed. Neha has done a lot of inspired today already. I think you should come on the camera to let me start my session.
So no problem with the background or the circumstances you guys are. It's okay, होता है हर जगह कुछ ना कुछ. No worries, आपने उठे नहीं, brush नहीं किया. It's all okay. It's about you. It's about your career. So a kind request to come on camera because it helps us to interact and know where you are and give you the proper line of action where we can take things forward. So a kind request to rename yourself, those who are directly joining from your mobile phones, क्योंकि Vivo, Realme, यहाँ पे सारे brands आ गए हैं. I need people who speak. So requesting Sachin, Rohan, Tanushri, Vidya, Harshal, Rutuja, Pranali, Panduranga, Sukeshni, kindly come on camera. Thank you. Yes, sir, we can start. Those who are serious, they know the value of what we are doing, and we can go ahead. Thank you so much.
Fine. Thank you so much, Neha. Okay, guys, no problem. Let me just start with the presentation, what we have today. Just to give you a brief, first of all, as you know that I'm a founder director 3RI Technologies. My overall exposure has in the industry, plus this training is approximately 25 years have been completed now. The orientation of this particular program is not to bring something, as an event where there will be no result out of it. But the gist of this particular program is that after attending the program, you will be able to understand that what is the gap by which, for that sake, you are not getting the success, or there is still a scope of improvement where you can understand the scope, improve it, and then you can be an eligible or a deserving candidate for getting a job. So in long story short, it is a very simple thing that first of all, I will be taking a little, kind of an orientation. I'll be sharing a little bit about how the colleges people are looking at the aspirants like you, what they plan to prepare you, and then how the corporate industry is expecting you to work on. So there are two channels, there are two, approaches in the life is one is that you complete your academic qualification by a university, by a college, where they have a focused approach to bring you up to that level where you can, theoretically you will be all ready. I know there are a lot of colleges which are doing a lot of good work in the hands-on experiences also, but let us see how this AI era is changing the complete game. So another 30 minutes, I will be presenting a little bit what I have been understood into last couple of months, I would say, when I'm going talking to the companies and I'm finding that eventually the requirement is getting changed because of AI. AI is very much needful, but how much it is needful? Will it be replacing the humans or not? Is this a tool? Is this an application? How it can make my work easy, make me more comfortable doing my job with more proficiency. This is how this program will be going. And as Neha must have shown you, the program is not only based on my observation or experiences sharing with you, but we are bringing some four industry experts from the market, from the direct industries people, who will be sharing the rest of the things like how they are hiring, what are the criteria they are following, what exactly they have been done to get success in their career. So this will be really a awesome session, I would say. And now I'm sharing my screen with you. Give me 1 minute, guys. Just confirm me when you are able to see the screen, guys. Is this visible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So let's start this. So the PPT are based on the overall understanding what I have been, collecting from the different area of the industry. But then I will be speaking what I have been keep doing it in terms of not only colleges, in terms of not only corporates, but under 3RI also we are facing a lot of different type of portfolios, profiles. People are coming, upskilling themselves, and then they are getting the success that how to get a job. So I'm starting the presentation now. The project, my purpose is to give you these three things. What is the industry reality? What is the career direction and execution mindset? I meaning is very simple is that you're having a mindset of how to get these things executed by any which way. It is only an example what I'm adding it right now that if the offline is not working for the current challenge what we are facing since morning, we are directly shifting to the online. Maybe the number of candidates can increase in a coming time, but yes, we have a courage to go ahead and execute the program what we have decided for. This program is based on the understanding of today's hiring expectation in the AI area, as I said. It will be very simple and plain. We'll have to understand that how this AI can change the complete job market. I'm your host. My qualification is my Masters of Engineering. I did Bachelor's of Engineering in Mechanical. Then I'm an AWS certified guy. I have done my CDAC certification. In the last couple of 25 plus years, I have been worked into Wipro, TCS, Oracle, Barclays, and a few more. And then I founded this particular company. My strengths are leadership, motivational, and I'm a pleasant and always positive candidate. So here we are now. Why this session matters? It is very simple and plain. When everybody is registering and coming onto this particular session, there has to be a very specific agenda of understanding that whether this session is for me or not. I would request, if you find this session does not matter for you, you can leave, because at least you will save the time. But people who will find it is relatable, there where they can get a little value and they can add it into their existing candidature, can go ahead. Please remain with me till the end of this particular session. So this session matters is to understand why most freshers struggle despite degrees. आप सब लोगों के पास degrees हैं, academic qualifications हैं. A few people must have done their PGs also, but still they are struggling to get a job. We will understand इंडस्ट्री की एक्चुअल एक्सपेक्टेशंस क्या हैं, एआई का क्या रोल होने वाला है आने वाले टाइम में, एंड ये जो डेवलपमेंट है, ये जो पूरा ओवरऑल जो डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है, जैसे अभी सीनियर्स एक्सपर्ट्स बोलते हैं कि जितना लास्ट 90 ईयर्स में डेवलपमेंट हुआ है इन द टेक्नोलॉजी, उतना ही डेवलपमेंट इन लास्ट 10 ईयर्स में हो गया है. मतलब इफ यू टॉक अबाउट अ कंप्लीट सेंचुरी, जितना 90 साल में डेवलपमेंट हुआ है टेक्नोलॉजी में, उतना उतने से ज्यादा तो 10 साल में हो गया है. So we will have to be in the very much of the execution mindset, that what can be right, what can be wrong. We will have to logically change the mindset and be on the mindset of becoming more employable into day-to-day life. So as I'm keep saying it, it is not a motivational at all. I'm not a motivational speaker. I am here to bring the crystal clear clarity for your career transformation. So yes, I would like to welcome you once again. People who are listening it, I can make sure that till the end of the session, you will actually understand that how does things, start keeping matter for a person who will keep consistency into their life, and they will keep consistent for their career success also. Let us understand what are the current industry expectations. A fresher must accept that whatever are being taught to you during the industry was having a different mindset, because the objective was different. The objective was not to get a job, but the objective was to grade good, to get a good CGPA, to get a little certifications from somewhere, so that you will get a very good overall academic, what you say is portfolio, where you will be able to showcase into your resume that yes, I've been done a lot of work during my graduation, during my academic qualification, and here I am now. So it was, in a nutshell, it was not focused on what is the objective of your career is, nothing but to get a very good job where you can get a very good pay terms, along with a very good growth in terms of the learnings. Now we see thousands of graduates complete their limited entry roles. I mean, how does it happen? Is you find there is an opening into a particular multinational company. Let's suppose we talk about a particular company called Tata Consultancy. So the internal information is, if they have some 30 requirements of an upcoming service level project, they are getting 3 lakh resumes. Out of them, they put a little consultants, they put a little latest tracker system, and out of them, they find 30,000 resumes are got screened, meaning they are eligible to get a job. And after that, the struggle happens, the struggle starts. Companies have only the requirement that if I hire somebody, the person should start working from tomorrow, from day one, and they are not overall bothered about how many certificates you have in your bucket. The time is rapidly getting changed. We'll have to understand wrong early decisions delay careers by years, meaning that if you think or if you thought that the earlier decision what you took in your career was not up to the mark, there are no point to go back and restart your career. The only thing is, what we can do is we will have to understand the gap where exactly I'm lacking. We will have to work out towards that particular thing, upskilling a little bit, and then again bounce back in the real job market. This is what REALI stands for. You know that, guys. The reality is, efforts without direction does not create outcomes. Meaning, we will have to be a little, come out of the distraction overall, what is happening into digital era nowadays, and we'll have to be focused on what exactly is required for my particular career at this point of time. I know you know this, guys. I'll be coming with a short story just now in a minute. Why most freshers remain unemployed? I'm just trying to answer a little bit where you have these questions in your mind and you want a little clarity. And then I'm sure that rest of the part will be done by the industry experts who will be joining you. The common reasons that why the freshers are becoming unemployment is not at all related to the Gen Z, what people are keep talking on the YouTube channels that, you know, this generation is changed, they are distracted, they are not focused, they are demotivated and all. I don't think that is the truth. I think that is a half truth. Definitely the complete world is getting distracted, but it does not mean the people or the new generation does not have an intelligence. The problem is that the students or the freshers does not have the clarity that in the job, what are the expectations from the employer from me, the candidate like me. There's no clarity. Focus, you already know. Random course hopping means nowadays you see a lot of new, since the AI, ML, cloud computing, a lot of CRM based applications like Salesforce is coming. Industries and universities are making a lot of new engineering courses where they are making sure that they should get a good number of enrollments done. This is how the complete market is getting changed, and this is how I'm saying that it is a random course hopping. People does not understand what has to be done after this particular course, and they are ending up taking that particular course. So we'll have to have a niche clarity over there. For no real execution experiences, meaning it is there is a lack of you know execution has to be done once you will be in the company. Day one, they will be asking you to do it and show me. It is really difficult to tell them a lot of things theoretically right, but then you will not be able to do it on your machine. So this is what the gap happens, that you are good into talking and explaining your uh, fundamental concepts, but when it comes to execute it, you get failed. And I think this is the king. This is the king. If you talk about two things in the market, what is the real king and queen in the market? I think nowadays consistency is the king, and your communication, that how do you explain a particular concept, is nothing but a queen. So if you really want to success, let us do not talk a lot about the technical aspect. I would only like to talk about two things: that how much consistent you are, that you are make sure you are every day you are making sure that you are delivering what you have been committed to yourself, along with how beautifully you will be able to communicate with the real people into your explanation. So industry is only one expectations, that can you do what you're explaining to them? Can you work on what you're explaining to them? It is very simple and plain, guys. We will have to work more, focus more on the execution part of the technology. Why? Because everything is nicely being served by AI. Everywhere you ask AI to write a program on Hello World for four technology, it will not take more than 30 seconds. Write C, C++, Python, and Java. Write Hello World program in a minute. This is how the complete industry is getting changed. But are you able to explain it? You are able to collaborate the information from so many places. You are able to serve that, but are you able to explain it? That explanation will only happen once you will be having a knowledge out of it. The experts are saying AI tool is not going to help you if you will only take the results out of it. AI tools will be really helpful for you once you will be, able to get the brainstorming sessions with the AI. So in my case, what I do is I do not ask AI to give me a particular piece of code which I can write an email, can do a little marketing gimmick and all. What I do is I curate my own content and then I give it to AI saying, now can you make it into more beautiful format? Point one. Second thing is I keep doing brainstorming with AI, that if I'm thinking in that way, is this the real what you think about? So I keep asking to AI that it is good, is it not good? Why are you answering me this? Is this can be happen by that thing also? If I use my brain, then AI is actually becoming sharper and give me the right information what I'm asking for. I'm sure you are getting a little understanding that AI is not here to provide us the ready-made solutions, but AI is also looking after the intelligent humans who can ask the right question to them. Again, coming back, what are the expectations of colleges and what are the expectations of the industries? These are two different entities, like guys. Let us do not blame somebody that they are not doing that, and let us do not blame some another party that they are not doing the other part of it. They are two parts and they all are really required for making you employable. Colleges always focus on the syllabus completion, which is obviously true and recommended. Examinations, yes, you'll have to do a lot of examinations to evaluate who are serious about their careers. Marks and grades does make sense. It will always be there with you forever in your life to make you evaluate, to make you eligible for some job openings and to get rejected out of human. And definitely yes, theoretical knowledge. And unless you have a very good conceptual knowledge, you will not be able to implement it directly on the machine, directly on the hands-on. So theoretical knowledge is equally responsible to make you employable. But again, the industry focus is something different. They are looking after the people who do not come with the problem. At the end of the day, they look after somebody who will be coming up with the problem, but along with that, he will be coming up with the solution also. Meaning, if you have a problem, you should always have a tendency to find out the solution and then reach out to your subordinate, to your seniors, saying, "Sir, this is the problem I have been identified, and I find that these 3, 4 type of solutions can be implemented and fix the problem." This is what the industry is looking after, guys. Do you have that execution ability? Meaning, if you have an execution ability, then only you will be required in the industry. If you say that this can be done, this can be done, this is how the strategy is, this is how I can create a plan of action. I'm sorry, industry is not looking after you. So industry is looking after the person who can actually start working on the ground from scratch and can create something. It is a part of creating. It is a part of execution. It is not a part of planning, strategy making, and then execution. Why? Because you will be joining as a very fresher, as a very junior, programmer and developer over there. Execution part will already been planned in such a way that anybody at coming as a fresher level can get this execution done without any hustle. The person is supposed to take the ownership. When I'm saying ownership, it does not mean the taking of the complete project ownership, but the task has been assigned to you. You should come up with the solution or you should come up with the completion of that particular responsibility. The king, as I said, communication is the king. If you do all the work and you are not able to communicate to your seniors, your all work will go to vain, or maybe some other person will take an advantage of what you have been completed into. So if you are a team member, you should able to communicate well within the team and with to your seniors also. It has to be very clear that if you have been done the work, you will have to be able to communicate to your seniors. So this is how we come up with the gap, guys. The gap is very simple and plain. What you can see by this very small presentation over here, that colleges teaches the subjects. Colleges make you enough eligible to apply to the companies, but unfortunately the industries are only looking after the people who can execute it, who can be the executors. So in this world, if you ask me, what I want to hire, I want to hire a person who has a will to execute the things on the ground. What about the subjects part? What about the theoretical part? What about the academic qualification part? I know that at least a person who should have a graduation, I'll make sure he will be work for me. So this is how the employer, the startups, the entrepreneur thinks nowadays. The industry experts thinks that execution will has to be there in the candidate. रही बात उसकी technology knowledge की, we will be able to deliver, train, do a little induction, introduction, orientation, and we will be able to pull them up if they have a will to do that execution part of that. Again, there is another mindset called certificate mindset. I know a lot of certifications are being spreaded all across the globe. There are so many, certification entities are coming and saying that, they are just showing it as a carrot that, yeah, if you will be doing this particular workshop, if you will be doing this particular event, we will be giving you a very beautiful certificate which you can be published during your, graduation time on your LinkedIn profile, on your social media platform, and can get a little like, share, and comment over there. Yes, that is true. Certificates make sense, but let us see how it is different than the execution part. So if a person has a certificate mindset, maybe I'm talking to the college guys now who are still in the mindset of, getting a good CGPA. They can have a lot many courses they can enroll for. They can collect a lot many certificates, and they can also run behind the things which are very much trending in the market. But execution mindset is something different. What industry is expecting? Industry is expecting that what courses you have been done, can you do a little task on that? Can you explain me what have been completed during your graduation, during your training, what project you have been worked on? Can you improve consistently? Do you have that consistency that you will be able to keep learning, keep understanding the points where you're lacking, and you will keep improving yourself consistently every day? So the key insight of this particular slide says that if we talk about certificate mindset versus execution mindset, certificate definitely helps to add a little more points onto your resumes to get more, screened, to get to becoming more deserving in the job roles. But then execution is the only thing which helps you to get selected. Now let us talk on the very important point. What I find that this is the most important factor where everybody is looking after, that how industry is getting changed. Me and my placement team is keep talking to the companies, and I'm personally finding out it is a little tricky that how in the AI era we are going to represent, or we are going to become more deserving in the crowd in the AI era. So let me just give you a little clarity what I've been observing the last couple of months, maybe last 8, 9 months. I'm working towards AI. Guys, AI is not here to replacing a fresher. AI is not here to replace a working professional also. AI is here to replace these three type of people. If you are among them, you are at the risk. If you are a person who keeps the same thinking every day, who does not come with the new logic, with the new trends, trending, expectation in the market, with the new logic is in your mind, you are going to get replaced by AI. If you think that since you have a very good memory, you can, memorize each and everything which has been done in the past, and on the basis of you can run the show, you will be definitely get replaced by AI. If you think that only coordination between the teams, talking in a very beautiful way, showcasing someone else's work by your term, your part will be done. If you are not an executor in the industry will welcome you in a very first 2, 3 months. And once they will understand that you are unable to execute, they will simply say you that we are already been hired an AI agent which can replace you. And do you know the beauty of AI agent is, guys? It does not take leaves. It work 24/7, and it work on the basis of data. So if these three things you think you are there into these particular three buckets, your job or your upcoming career prospects in the risk. AI is going to get rewarded the people who are a logical thinker, who understand the systems in a better way. When I'm talking about system, I'm not only talking about the SOPs. I'm talking about the system. I'm talking about the architecture level of an application. When you're understanding a system only on the superficial level, you will be only ending up reaching to a little points where you will be able to fix up a few things. But if you actually understand the system in and all, you will be always a permanent employee of that particular company. Why? Because then everywhere, wherever will be a gap, wherever it will be a discussion, you will be required. So I personally recommend each and everybody to you, once you get into a system, once you get a chance to work in a company, don't work superficially. Don't think that you are a 10 to 7 employee, but you should have a mindset that unless I will understand the system beautifully and the properly end-to-end life cycle, it will be really get difficult to get a permanent job in the industry. You should always have an idea, or you should always have a skill to not only deliver what have been asked for, but you always come up with the problem solving. Means if you are actually identifying that what is the problem, which problem can be fixed easier, you should always come up with the problem solution orientation, as compared to you only resolve the problem whatever has been given and just get out of this will not work. Last but not the least, a person should always have a skill to keep learning. And it does not happen, guys. You keep learning every time joining a training institute. Joining a training institute can be one time happen, or can two time happen when you are actually working towards creating a profile. But every day, now let us talk about a person who has been, try to build up his career into Java full stack developer. Eventually, when he will be joining a company, the company will say that we are working on to a cloud where every day you need to deploy a particular unit onto cloud called AWS. You don't need to join AWS course once again. You should have that learning capacity or learning capability where you will keep learning a little things which are every day coming on your way. So my point is very clear that if you know how to learn every day, your problem will be solved. Because every day you will be like last 3 years, you do not know that more than 2,500 technologies tools have been initiated, built, and out of them 95% tools are already being scrapped out. Meaning what? You have to be very specific and very rapid once you will be coming on the learning part of that. No AI can replace you. In short, I'm only considering AI as a tool, guys. So yesterday only I was talking to a person who is working as a project manager into Tech Mahindra, and he was saying that we have got a lot of freshers. Once we are going to get connected with them after the screening round, what they are doing is they are putting ChatGPT on the mic, on the audio call, on the audio interview. When I am taking a call, they are putting ChatGPT on the mic, and ChatGPT is listening my question, answering them, and then they are reading them out. Does not work, guys. He is struggling to hire a single candidate for his company, and the reason is Tech Mahindra is not only work on the services-based company, but they are working on the AI-based product also. If a company is trying to create their own product based on AI, and the candidates are appearing in the interview with the help of AI, won't work. Won't work. So what will work is, let's talk about the real career options that work today in today's scenario. Let us understand a little bit about high demand entry level career paths. These four things, what I'm explaining, are actually being changing the complete world and the old entrepreneurs mindset also. If you are into data and AI at the execution level, you are being safe to getting these two jobs. If you have a little knowledge about data science, in nutshell, if you know how to handle the data and AI at the execution level. It is very important, guys. It is execution level. If you will be able to execute what you are getting in the sense of data, definitely these two job roles are opening and waiting for you. One is data analyst, and the second is data associate. If you are known with the cloud and DevOps, then these two roles are waiting for you. You can appear for cloud support engineer and you can appear for DevOps training. I'll answer the people who are thinking that why I'm not talking about the developer roles. I'll answer them. If you are good into automation and the testing, you can always apply as a QA engineer and automation software development role, software development engineer in the testing role. And fourth is full stack development role where you can be hired as a junior developer, backend or front end trainee. While I'm writing this, I know that over here, maybe the people who are listening me, maybe they are finding it a little demotivating that why I'm writing DevOps training, why I'm writing front end trainee. Nowadays, the industry is looking after these four kind of things along with how strong you will be able to use the AI tools and rapidly work for those particular four profiles, guys. And entry roles build long-term careers also. In the interviews, what you are expecting, in the companies, how their hiring patterns are getting changed. This is what I'm going to explain you. What interviewers are also looking after: the strong fundamentals, logical thinking, clear explanation, and professional attitude. Meaning, if you are only ignoring your communication part, if you are only ignoring your logical reasoning part, it is not going to work into the long term, guys. Even I'm seeing nowadays that even if you are applying for the lateral part, even if you are applying as an experienced person having 2 to 3 plus years experience, still you'll have to qualify the aptitude round of the company. And the reason is very simple. Maybe last 2 3 years you have been worked, but still your aptitude is not up to that level. So people are from the industry, the interviewers are always looking after people who have the strong fundamentals, who have the aptitude, who have a communication, and who have a very good behavioral skills also. Trainability, again, yes, trainability makes sense, but I know once it comes to the industry, you'll have to make sure that you will get trained by the industry. So industry people will make sure this will happen. What they really don't test initially, deep theory, they're not interested now. It is all available in a one click. Advanced mathematics, they are not interested. They know it is available. Algorithms, fancy tools list. If you write a lot of tools in your bucket of resume saying I am been worked into this particular tool, that particular tool, no, the time has gone. Hiring rule is only one and simple. They want safe candidates over risky brilliance. Meaning, if you are showcasing yourself so brilliant, you are so brilliant, you have done a lot of things during your graduation academics. No, it does not work. They are looking after the people who can be with them for the long term. Meaning, they are coming up with so many, long-term association protocols, 3 years, 2 years service level agreement. Why? Because people are getting hopping. They are hopping from one job to another job. 3 months they are keeping change their jobs. Where industry comes in the risk and they don't want to hire the brilliant people. They want to hire the people who will be remain with them for next 2 years, 3 years down the line. Down the line, they will grow with the organization. This is what the industry is looking after. How the industries are deciding that this candidate will be hired or get rejected. This is how you will get a clear understanding. Selected candidates show their skills that they are calm. Once the problem have been given, they will be come up with the solution with a calm and cool mind. They will be clearly communicated. They'll be honest. Once they will be declaring that this is the skill set they have, and They always have a willing to learn. They will not come up with a lot of shields and constraint that if this will happen, I will not work. What will be my role? I will not work beyond my role. This is all the past work, guys. Earlier, people used to say a lot of constraint that this is if this is the situation, I'll go out. And industries are ready now to ask you to go out if you are not willing to learn new things and implement them in the very given small period of time. Rejected candidates. So now if people who are listening me and who are getting rejected, please find out if you must have done these mistakes. You have done a lot of overclaiming in your resume. If you are becoming panic under the roof once you got interviewed, your explanation was not up to the mark. Your explanation was only to justify that why you have not been done that at the place of you know how strongly you know the concept, and you only have a few certificates over the knowledge. So in my word, the industry is only looking after the people who are normal, not brilliant. People who are genuine when they are talking and representing themselves, and people who are consistently ready to play with the organization for the long time. So your consistency in your job, your consistency in your career focus, and your consistency into your day-to-day work make you different than the other people. So how to choose a right career path? I'll be a little quick, guys. Ask yourself these 5 questions. Can I practice this daily? Can I explain it clearly? Does this role exist in real companies? Can I build projects in this? And will this make me employable into 6 to 8 months? Meaning, if you are very clear, you can take a screenshot of this, guys. Meaning, if you are very clear with these 5 aspects of life, that why are you looking after this particular program to go ahead and make career into this? If you are very clear that you will be able to practice on that particular program, whatever you have been chosen, do you like that technology? Do you love that technology? And you will be ready to give your 6 to 8 months down the line. You will be able to explain the technology, what you have been learned and trained into. If you are really finding a few roles which are available on the technology you have been chosen, and are you really able to work on the projects if you have been given a chance to work on them, then only it makes sense. So today's requirement is not a very brilliant, not a very, you know, meritorious student. The clarity of industry is they are only looking after people who are ready to get married with them for 2 years, 3 years down the line. It is the generation, it is the people who have been made employees to create 2 years service level agreement. Earlier in our time, the time was very you give them a 1 month's notice and you will be out of this. There will be no bond. We have been worked around. So let us take this in the way of creating a career by remaining into company for another 2 3 years and help the company to grow together. It will not happen that you learn within 3 months and you will get out. That is the reason companies are coming up with so much of service level agreement and you are getting threatened out of it. You are thinking that मुझे 2 साल के लिए they will bound to work into the same company. But trust me, that will be a real understanding. You will understand the wholesome framework of a product or of a service within the company. You don't need to hop each and every company 3 months, 6 months down the line, and then you will end up having a lot of knowledge, but you will not be able to club them and deliver them in the next company. So better you have a mindset of stability, at least 2 years in the company, and then only you look after the next opportunity in the market. This is what the industry is looking after. Again, coming back, what I started for, the execution mindset is a little different, and how it differentiates in the market once you will be get hired. It is not always your knowledge, but it is the mindset or the logically, showcasing yourself at the time of interview. How much disciplined you are at the time of interview, how much disciplined you are at the time during your trainings, how much disciplined you are once you are upskilling yourself into a particular aspect of a life. Are you building the real-time projects or are you creating the dummy projects? Differentiate you from the execution mindset towards the showcasing mindset. Are you accepting the feedback or are you saying I'm good enough, I don't need any feedback? Are you really able to improve yourself day to day, or are you still remain same what you have been joined the program 6 months ago? Do you think you are really working as a human, or do you think you are started working as a machine? Then you're not in the execution mindset. What I'm keep saying, I will keep saying this thing because this is the most toughest thing I've been learned, that if you are consistent, if you are keep that ability to do the things every day the same way you are, you will be hired at the very first, second, third level, guys. Trust me, careers are only built by the consistent. And when I'm saying consistent, I'm not saying that you consistent on a particular technology. You consistent on keep learning new things every day. So there is no shortcut. If you get hired and you will stop learning, you will be the next day you will find that somebody is replacing you. So the what is the final reality check, guys? Let's come on the conclusion part. The important truth is nobody owes us a job. Industry rewards seriousness and careers demand the responsibility. Even if into the small organization, into the small, startup, where we have a different mindset. We think that it is a small startup. Even if I will work or will not work, I will be able to, cope up with the things. No, the startups, the intermediate companies are really are looking after the people who are responsible to deliver the work which has been assigned to them, irrespective of the role under which they have been hired. Meaning, you have to have an all-rounder if you are joining in the organization nowadays. This is the real truth. This is the real truth. So let us stop waiting for the opportunities. Let us becoming the real raw material what an industry is looking after. Let us becoming a real employable person who cannot be always go in the greedy mode and keep asking that if there is an opportunity in the company, but he will always go with the guts or with the confidence that yes, if I will be interviewed, I will make sure that I will be an asset for the industry. I only would like to see how many still people are looking after, the program who would ready to go ahead. Amir, are you there? Rucha, because if there is no people online on the camera, I need to call a few people and can see if people are looking at still at the session or they are already, left out. Vidya, Isha, Harshal, can you speak up? Can you just give me a thumbs up to let me know that the audience are still alive? Shravani Mahajan, thank you, Rucha. Thank you, Harshal. I can only find two people who can just, listening me and giving me a thumbs up. Thank you, Rajkanya. I can find you on LinkedIn also. You are very active nowadays. That is a good sign. If you are looking after the job opportunities, LinkedIn can be the right platform who can make you, visible in terms of the employers, the small entrepreneurships, the small startups, intermediate companies. Give me the thumbs up to understand how many people are still looking after and really getting some insights out of it. Vishal, artist. I'm sure this is not your surname. Rimpa Ghosh, Rucha, Shravani Mahajan. It is okay to be off camera, but just give me a thumbs up. I want to understand how many people are still uh, listening at me because now in a very short time the industry experts, Abhishek Ghosh sir, is supposed to join us. But before that, I would like to run a video. Give me a minute, guys. Neha ma'am, already, are you available?
Okay, thank you very much, Mr.
I
Ritesh.
want to
Sir?
run that
Yes,
video for the process. Can you help me out do that, or shall I do that?
certainly. Just give me a minute.
I want all of you to watch that video before we go ahead and we will introduce the industry experts now. Another 2 minute, guys. Neha is doing it in a minute.
All right. Thank you very much, Ritesh, sir. Now we will be playing a short video. Perhaps this video will give you a new insight how to look at things and get ready. So I request all of you to observe the video with care and diligence, and just whatever you understood, grasp it, take it. Because end of the day, what stays with you is what makes you. So let's begin. I'm sharing the screen. I just need a thumbs up if you can see a little boy on the screen. Everyone, can you just give me a quick thumbs up so that I can play the video? Okay, great. Let's watch it.
Time, there lived a young boy named Koji. Once upon a time, there lived a young boy named Koji. Koji was always curious about the world around him and sought answers to life's big questions. One day, he heard about the wise Zen master who lived atop the tallest hill in the village. Determined to learn from the master, Koji climbed up the hill and found the Zen temple where the master resided. With eager eyes and a hopeful heart, Koji approached the master. Master, how can I find Zen? The master, a gentle man with a twinkle in his eye, smiled at Koji's enthusiasm. 10 years, he replied calmly. Koji's determined. But what if I work even harder, master? How soon can I find Zen then? The master paused for a moment before answering, 20 years. Confused but undeterred, Koji persisted, Master, what if I devote myself entirely to the practice? How long would it take then? With a wise nod, the master replied, 30 years. Koji's spirit sank, and he couldn't help but express his confusion. Master, I don't understand. The more I promise to work hard, the longer it seems to take. Why is that? The master looked at Koji with a serene smile. When you have one eye fixed on the goal, you have only one eye on your path, he explained gently. Koji pondered the master's words for a moment, realizing the wisdom hidden within them. He understood that focusing solely on the end result wouldn't lead him to true understanding. Instead, he needed to embrace the journey itself, with all its ups and downs. Imagine you're climbing a big, tall tree. Your goal is to reach the top to grab the ripe, juicy fruit waiting there. But here's the thing, if you keep looking up at the fruit and thinking about how delicious it will taste when you finally get it, you might lose your balance and fall. Instead, focus on each step you take as you climb. Pay attention to where you place your hands and feet, feel the rough bark under your fingers, and breathe in the fresh air around you. Enjoy the process of climbing, knowing that with every step you're getting closer to your goal. In life, it's like climbing that tree. If you focus too much on the reward at the end, you might miss out on the journey itself. So whether you're learning something new, practicing a skill, or working towards a goal, remember to focus on the effort you put in along the way. Enjoy the process, learn from it, and celebrate every step forward you take. Because sometimes the true reward lies in the effort itself.
All right. I hope all of you had a little insight of what this video was trying to convey. This video was telling us it's not the rush or the end result. It's the step that you take today, right? आज जो हम करेंगे वही चीज हमारा कल का फ्यूचर डिफाइन करेगा. If we sow the right seeds that this is where I see myself, that's when you begin to have a wonderful journey waiting ahead for you. So now, before I introduce our technical trainer, I would like to just tell you guys a little survey that we are going to do. I'm going to share a link on the chat box so that you can fill this. It will only take 2 minutes. The reason why we are taking the survey is since we are not meeting face to face today. We need to know that your presence was there. You got the idea and the gist about the entire process. So let us work on the survey aspect quickly. I'm sending you a link. Just check your chat box. Yes. Kindly click on the link. It's a Google form. You will get an idea. Yeah. So I'll give you about a minute or two to quickly run through the form and fill the survey form where you need to fill in your name, your details, your contact, and so far your progression with us. I know आज थोड़ा सा आपका डेटा यूज होगा सैटरडे का, but weekend पे extra data भी मिलता है, so don't worry about it. But this data that you are utilizing, it's gonna create a beautiful journey ahead. So your full name, your contact number, email ID, and write down you're from 3RI or any other organization. And also please mention the graduation degree. Are you from MTech background, BTech background, BCA, technical, non-technical? वहाँ पे आपको options दिए हैं. And please mention the graduation branch you're from and the year of passing, your college name. Are you a fresher or experienced? And is the session so far gave you a little bit idea about, how to take steps ahead or not? And then just a conclusion. And once you guys are done, just give me a thumbs up over here so that I can hand it over to Mr. Abhishek. Okay. Hope you all are able to fill the form. If you find any difficulty, please unmute your mic and let me know. I will help you out if there is any difficulty. Okay, all good, everyone? The link you are able to open, access it. Yes? Can I get a little thumbs up? Once you're done with your survey, just give me a thumbs up so that we can move forward. Okay, without any further delay, now I will be introducing you Mr. Abhishek Ghosh, who is a project executor. He is going to speak on how much depth is enough. So he's a technical architect from Capgemini. So the focus of this next 40 to 45 minute session would be end-to-end project ownership, depth versus breadth clarity, architecture and decision making, interview ready project explanation. The outcome of this session will be you will know when is enough and how much exactly is enough and how you have to prepare where the industry says that this is the candidate we require. So I hand it over to Mr. Abhishek Ghosh. Yes, sir. Kindly take over. Thank you. Abhishek, sir, you're not audible.
Hello. Neha ma'am, can you please check?
Yes, now sir is audible. Yes, sir. Kindly
Okay,
go ahead.
just switch on my camera. Okay, now
No
I'm visible.
worries. Yes, you're visible and audible.
Okay,
A little silence perhaps gave a moment for us to know who is speaking. So you're warm welcome, sir. Kindly take over.
thanks. Yeah. Let me share my screen. Everybody, please confirm if my screen is visible to everyone. My screen is visible? Guys, can name am I audible and my screen is visible to everyone? Okay, that's good. Okay.
Yes.
So, hi everyone. Welcome to the session. So I will introduce myself first, and later on I will going to take the topic of the project ownership for the students and how we are going to proceed. If you are onboarding in any organization, what is the rules and responsibility for the beginners? So I am Abhishek Ghosh, currently working as a technical architect in a Capgemini. I have around 18 years of experience in IT industry. So this is my IT experience, but this is not telling about myself because I have around more than 10 years of training experience also. So with 3I also, I was continuing from since 2015. I was working with various technologies. I have trained more than 1,000 people on Angular, React, Python, JavaScript, TypeScript. So this is about myself. So today's my mission is to train you guys about project ownership. What are the things required for new beginner or new guys in the industry? Okay, so but I want you guys please interactive. Okay, so I want you guys for also interact and I will randomly ask anyone. Okay, so I'll ask questions or you can ask me questions. Okay, so let's start and let's begin with the journey of project management and how if you're onboarding in your any of the project and what is the expectation of the industry for the beginner Okay, so let's start with the. So anybody in this group can explain me how if you are working on any project, what are the steps required to execute end to end? Anybody? I anybody? Neha, I can name anyone. Okay, or Isha, Akansha, anyone. Please speak and let us know what is your thought process. If you are onboarding in project, what is the project life cycle? I'm not able to hear it. Okay, let's no issue. So I'll
Yes.
continuing and telling you what's the things are. So now suppose if you are onboarding any project, right? So it's that will start from initiation. What is the initiation of any project? So it start from the requirement gathering part. Suppose you have got any requirement, companies are getting any requirement with the proposals. So proposal after we are getting a proposal, we are estimating that efforts, and after estimating that effort, that is going to convert in form of project. If a client agrees, this is the requirement and this is the effort, and that is the cost. So after that, we'll get the project and we are starting onboarding people in the project. Okay, so now suppose you are going to build an e-commerce application and its tenure is 1 year. So in 1 year, you have to execute that project. I have onboarded the 10 developers, five front-end developer and five back-end developer. I want to execute that project. So next phase is your planning. Planning means what? So now suppose if you want to execute that project, how you're going to execute? So nowadays, companies are using a Scrum agile process. What do you mean by agile process? Anybody aware about the agile process? Anybody? What is agile?
Development is carried out in small increments called as sprints.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Correct. Yeah. So you're correct, Varsha. I think you're right. Varsha, right? So yeah. So incremental way. So now, suppose you're going to deliver your project, you are delivering in a incremental way. That is called as sprint. Okay, so now whenever you are executing 1 year project, you are dividing your task in the projects, right? So now suppose you have a 12 month of delivery, so you are distributing the project in the sprint. So now sprint life cycle is 2 weeks. So planning the sprint work. So like for example, my first page of e-commerce application, I want to deliver login or registration of a user. So that is my first goal. That is my sprint goal. That is called as a sprint goal. So every team member have aligned with that goal, and the sprint planning we are doing before the sprint start. Okay. So that is the planning phase of your project. Okay, let me go back. Okay, so then execution. So now you have planned your work. So now that work you have to execute during that phase. For example, a sprint one, we have that registration and login page during that period of 10 days. So that is called as a execution. Just I'm giving an example of how we are going to deliver. Okay, controlling. Okay, so controlling phase means whatever the requirement we have got and it is aligned with that execution or not. So that is a kind of checking and testing, unit testing, and last phase is closing. So this whole sprint cycle, which we have divided in the 12 days of per sprint, we have divided and executing that work. So it's the phase of your project. Nowadays, everyone is working agile model. So that is the process. Any questions, guys? You want to ask any question on this? Any silly question is also most welcome.
After the unit testing, you also have the testing team, no, for other system testing or integration testing.
No. Unit testing is a part of developers phase. Now, whenever you are giving your estimation, for example, what is your name?
Varsha.
Varsha. So now suppose Varsha, I have given you a task, right? As a Scrum Master, I have given you a task. For example, you have to create a login page. Okay. So
Correct.
what is unit testing? So what is unit testing you have to do? You have to enter username, password, and click on the login button, and you have to check throughout the test, right? So that is a unit testing is the from the developer side. There is a new separate team for the unit test cases. Is it fine? Understood?
Yes, that's right. My question was
Okay.
in the
Thanks.
cycle of
Yeah.
project life cycle, even the
Yeah.
testing happens. So where is the
Hmm.
testing phase in this? My question is that.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
I hope
Testing
I
phase,
have made my.
no, yeah. So now, in the waterfall model, yes, in the waterfall model, there are different phases, right? Now, first we are planning, then we are executing, and the development, and then testing. But in agile, everything in on the same phase. Means sprint one, if you decided I want to execute this login page or registration page, so test and execution also a part of that particular sprint. Okay,
Correct. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not a separate.
That's my question.
Okay, okay, thanks. Okay, so now you have, when you onboarded in any of the project, right? So what are the qualities and is look companies looking to you and you have to execute? First one is professionalism and reliability. Okay, so no surprises. So what do you mean by no surprises? For example, I have given some work to Varsha, and after 5 days or 6 days, she's coming back and saying me, I can't deliver this thing because there is some blockers. Okay, punctuality. So now, whenever you are getting whenever you are getting blockers, you have to instant call those things. That is in the Scrum calls. Okay. So whatever your blocker and whatever the challenges you're getting, so you must present before that your deadline. Okay, so deadline is a very important thing. For example, you now you're in the college, you just passed out from the college, so that time might be deliverables that you don't have any deliverables, right? So I can do this work on 2 days, but if it is extended, it doesn't matter. But whenever we are delivering in any of the professional organization where we have already committed to the client, so the timelines are very important. Okay. Yeah. So important point, everyone. Any questions here in this point, which is expected? Okay. Okay, proactive and problem solving. Okay, so that is a very important part of anybody's journey. If you are in a junior level also, for example, as a team, when you have assigned one work, okay. So there is one problem, right? You have to work in a application, and you're developing one component. You're developing in one component that is required a API. Okay, so that API, so now as a junior level, you're saying now this API is not working, I can't work. But that is not justificable in the case of your project. So as a ownership level, what you have to come, with problem and also with solution. So what is the problem and solution? So you can say this API is not working, but I have a solution. I can work with your mock data. I can work with mock data and execute my task. Till that time, I'm not wait. Okay. Everyone align on this. Any questions? Guys, give me 1 minute.
So there is a little glitch where the internet says, hang on, I need my self time. So, not to worry. In the meantime, I just want everybody to cross check whether you have filled up this survey so that we are not losing the track of your existence. सो मैंने चैट बॉक्स पे आप लोगों को सर्वे दिया है. Those who missed out on filling it up, kindly take the link and fill it, because in future you will be requiring any kind of assistance or support in terms of attending the interviews or facing any difficulty or having some gap with a particular subject or the course. We will know what is that you're looking for and can be the provider that you can easily access and follow it. So kindly check the link that I have shared with you guys on the chat box. Thank you.
Now let me know if
Yes,
my voice is
kindly
clear.
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. Okay. So where was? Okay. Okay, so I was talking about problem solving ability. So, guys, what do you think about problem solving ability? Just I have a question. So now, suppose I, as an industry, I'm coming to you guys and I'm asking Vidya or Isha, Harshal, anyone. So how you solve your problems? Now, suppose I have given you one problem and you stuck. How you are going to solve that problem? Okay, so I'll just explain with one problem. Okay, so now you are developing one application and which is required one API. Okay, so one API, login API. Okay, and that login API is not ready; it's broken. Okay, but still you want to develop one application, that application, right? At your you want to deliver your work. So now, as a junior level, you are coming to me and saying, "I sir, I can't work because API is not working." So that is a problem. But when you are coming with solution, everyone will be happy for with you. So at the ownership level, you can say that API is not working, but I can start working with the UI markups. Okay, and waiting time will be fixed. Everyone is agree on it. So if you give thumbs up or any question you want to ask, you can ask. Okay, both sides okay. Okay. Okay, so when you are going for an interview or when you onboard it in the project also in the organization, so everyone expecting some problem solving ability. Okay, so that is much expected for everyone. Okay, beyond the code. Okay, beyond the code means what do you mean by that? So now suppose I have given one work to Harshal. Okay, so Harshal and Komal is working on in a one component. Okay, and Harshal is assigned work for delivering a login page, and Komal is working on the registration page. But only if you are coming with that, it will not work. Okay, so deep understanding of the your work. Okay, so now suppose you are working on a login page, then also you have to understand the what are the security concern. Okay, what are the depth understanding, what exactly the use case is saying. Clarification. If you're not understanding your work, then always ask to 10 times the questions and prepare your work and then deliver. Documentation. Whenever you are working on any of the application, must document your work. Prepare notes, clarify your all the doubts, and then start your work. Don't jump directly on your work. So that is your ask why mindset. So if you are working in the industry, so this will definitely help you. Okay. Technical tool and literacy. Okay, now so guys, now everyone already passed out. I think most of the people already passed out. They are about to pass out. So, what are the technical tools you are already working? Can anybody name couple of tools which you are using in day-to-day life and when you are developing any application? Anyone, please, or
Selenium.
write in chat. What are the
Selenium.
tools? Hmm?
Selenium.
Selenium, yeah. Okay. Yeah, please go ahead. Whatever the things you know, please. Day-to-day life. Day-to-day life is now suppose starting from editor to executing your. What are the things are required? Ping in chat. If you are not comfortable to speaking, please write in chat. Anyone?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, Parmeshwar, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using like Power BI and Concord and Navision in my company for daily to daily
Power BI
basis.
is also a tool. Yeah. So these are the tools which
Yeah,
we are naming, guys, like Power BI or Selenium. These are the big tools. I'm not talking about those tools. I'm talking about suppose you are want to develop application day-to-day life. What are the things you're doing? You are starting a editor, right? Visual Studio Code to Git. How many people are aware about Git?
Me, yeah.
Varsha. Okay. Anybody else?
yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody else? Yeah. Okay, so now you have to prepare before joining the industry and onboarding the industry. The tools like Git, how you are committing your code, how you are doing the check-in, check-out, version control, the tools like Git, SVN. There's so many tools, but Git is the most popular tool. Okay. Apart from that, project management tools, like if you knowing this thing, and it would give you better impact in front of the interviewer. Jira. Have you guys used any or anybody who know about the Jira, Trello, those kind of tool? What is Jira?
Jira is a test, it is
Hmm.
used as a test managing tool.
No, no. Jira is not only a test management tool. It's a kind of agile tool. Now, suppose if you want to manage your project, right? So Jira is the way to end-to-end manage your project. So now, if you are creating in agile world, if you are creating a sprint execution to end-to-end assigning a task, tracking your work, everything would be possible in the part of Jira. Okay, so there are so many tools in market. Jira, then you have Riley, okay, Trello. There are so many project management tools. So Jira, if you're guys already aware before onboarding in the industry, so that would be great for a company and for you also. Because when you're onboarding, people are investing time for the trainings also. So it's good to have a knowledge of those tools. Okay, and a deployment process. Now, so it's very uh, not for beginners, but if you know how the end-to-end process of from writing code to deployment work. Okay, so that is about the qualities which required for as a beginner when you are onboarding in any of the project. Okay, so now let's talk about the resume writings. Now, if you are on going for any interviews, what are the things required for as a technical skills? Okay, okay, resume required your whatever the achievements, detailed skills, project description. So recently, you guys are working on any of the projects. For example, you're working on the any e-commerce project, or if you develop any of the project in details, you can write all those points in short but crisp. Okay. Any question, guys? You have anybody have any questions? Okay. Okay. So let me go back. Okay. So let me go back to the again the first slide. So when you are starting any project from initiation, so from the Jira tool, from a sprint tool, you're doing the planning, you're doing the execution phase. Okay, after controlling the things, and you're closing the things. So now last part of your when you are closing your sprint. Okay, so you have to test your work. So that test your work thoroughly. So what do you mean by test your work thoroughly? So unit test your work and execute that thing. Okay. So
Can you be full screen?
yeah, I'm doing it. 1 minute. Let me make it a full screen. Okay. So now, suppose you are working in a project. So Git. Okay. The tools. So always write the tools, whatever the tools you have used for the execution of your project, like a Git. If you suppose used any cloud. So anybody know about the cloud computing? Anybody? AWS or
Yes,
any
sir.
of the cloud tool have you used? Anyone aware about that?
Yes,
AWS
sir.
EC2 are used. Yeah.
Sorry, can you come again?
AWS, Amazon, this thing I worked on in one of my projects.
Okay. So what is the purpose of that tool? Why we are using Amazon Web
It
Services?
was used for cloud testing.
Yeah, yeah. So
Many of the people, yeah.
yeah. So now suppose that this is the last phase. So now suppose you have built your project, right? So somewhere you are going to deploy that application, correct? AWS, the service which is providing the deployment process, when you are executing your project, you are deploying somewhere in your application. AWS, Azure, those are the platform which managing your services. Okay. The knowledge of those platforms are very important. Okay. What are the things again I'm repeating? The basics tools like a Jira, which is project management side tool. Number two, your basic tools like a Git. Okay. SVN, mostly you can manage with Git. Then third is your cloud computing tools like AWS. Okay. Azure. So knowledge is very important on this area. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm good. And as that's the beginning perspective, I have just given you the introduction. So now I want to interact with you guys, and I want to take question. So can you guys please ask your question, what you understood, and you can ask your question, please. Yeah. Any silly questions, most welcome here about your career. I'm not getting job. I want to do this. What to do? You can ask, please. That's why we are here.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, 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 Rishikesh. Yeah, please.
Sir, I'm at the third year of my BTech and I have been
Hmm.
completed my diploma also. But
Hmm.
the thing is that I've been created one like resume also. But
Hmm.
whenever I'm going to apply, like
Hmm.
it's
Hmm.
not getting shortlisted. So I'm
Hmm.
very confused about things like
What?
which
Yeah. Okay. I'm going back to that slide. Okay. So now suppose whenever you are writing a resume, right? So nowadays, right? For example, have you mentioned any of the tools like AI related tools, GenAI tools? Have you used in your project? Have you written in your resume? So
no,
if
sir.
you if not, then you have to must write. Okay, because nowadays the like, Copilot. Have you used Copilot in your application? Which whatever the project you have created? Yes, no, it's good. If
No,
you're
no,
not,
sir.
no, no. So that are thing you have to write in your resume, right? So you have to mention I have used GitHub Copilot. I'm aware about ChatGPT. Okay. So those latest thing I know aware about the Git. Okay. So see now don't people don't want to invest the same amount of time to any fresher for training because now when you're onboarding in your application, right? Because people have less time and they don't want to invest the plenty of time and money on the trainings, right? So if you aware about the things, then it's very good. So please mention the GenAI tools in your resume. Okay, like skills. I just told you, right? Dedicated skill section. In dedicated skill section, mention GenAI tools. Mention project management tools. Jira. I know Jira. I know Git. Okay, is it fine?
Yes, sir, yes. Okay.
Okay. So please be prepared with your resume with this four points, right? Dedicated skill section, project description thoroughly. Describe your project, which technology you have used. Suppose you are using old, outdated technology that would not work. Okay. Now if you're working on any PHP on old traditional technology, it would not work. So latest technology. Now so can you tell me which project you have worked in your third year?
Sir, like in the last year of my diploma, I've been worked on one website which is about event management. But
Which
uh,
technology you have used for this?
HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and for database, I've been used
Yeah.
my.
So see, yeah, correct. So now you have used HTML, CSS, JavaScript. That is good for basic understanding. But when you are going for a job, right, nobody will going to take you. Okay. Now industry demands the latest frameworks, right? React JS, Next JS, those kind of framework required for your the industry level training, right? And which is available, right? So now you have to learn and you have to write on this resume. Nobody will shortlist also. So because now if I'm going to in a school also now seventh, eighth grade guys are also starting writing the HTML CSS code. So what is the difference between engineering graduate and 12th graduate student, right? You're understanding. So we have to make difference between the people. Correct? Agree or not?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. Anybody else? Yeah, I'm more happy with more questions. Yeah, if you keep silent, then your queries will be not resolved. Guys, please speak. Yeah.
Abhishek, I'm from testing field, and
Hmm.
after having 6 years manual testing experience,
Hmm.
there's a gap,
How many
huge
years
gap,
experience you have, Varsha? Sorry, can you come again?
6 to 7 in manual testing, and there
Hmm.
was a huge gap because of some family constraints.
Hmm.
But now I want to get back, and I really looking at what I should be learning to get into the market back.
Yeah. So number one, so now you are from the testing background, right? So now you are
Yes,
from
yes,
testing background, so you can carry forward with the testing only. But automation testing must require performance testing. You have to learn performance testing. That is a huge in demand. Okay. And
okay,
also, so not only now for the development testing, the work culture is more smart now. Now, people don't want to invest more time in the manual thing, right? So,
right,
like example, test case writing. So now, suppose you are writing in your previous project, you are writing manually, right? Test cases. Try to use GitHub Copilot on those tools which can create your requirement into test cases, right? Or you can take the requirement from BA and convert into the form of your test cases. So more
okay,
smarter way is required.
okay. So you want me to learn Copilot and Git?
Yes,
Is
yes. You
it
use
okay?
GenAI tools. GenAI tools
Okay,
are very important nowadays, right? Because
okay,
now whenever we are going for proposals also. So now, for example, I'm giving the estimates of 10 days. Now, client is asking, can you reduce that time frame with the help of GenAI? GenAI? Yes. So that is the thing. So every individual person, either it is a testing team or either it's a development team must know the GenAI tools.
okay.
Okay. Okay.
Thanks a lot, Abhishek. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. I think we are already done with our timelines. So if we don't have any questions, so we can close this session. No questions?
Yeah, this side permission brother.
Sorry. Can you come again?
Yeah, am I audible? This side permission brother.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
permission.
yeah, I recently got job. I'm a data analyst, so I'm from
Hmm.
non-technical background.
Hmm.
So it is difficult to grasp things like in Power BI, SQL, like
Hmm.
Python. I'm from
Hmm.
non-technical, but how I want to upgrade my skills in this field?
Hmm. Hmm.
That's my question.
Yes. So see now, so I'm around 18 years of experience, right? How many years of experience you have? Just you onboarded, right, Parmeshwar?
Yeah, 6 months back I onboarded.
6 months, right? Now, see, I have just I started my career in around 2006-7. Now, in 2018, still I'm upgrading my skills. So it is a never-ending process, right? So, so every 6 month, 8 month, the new technologies are coming. Okay, but you have to work in your core skills, right? Core skills are not going to change. Now, it's a one-time process. If you are good in any of the technical skills like Python or Java, JavaScript, it is always for it's forever. So try to do the depth understanding of one technology, and the tools always getting upgraded. And take help of GenAI tool. I always saying keep repeating the things. GenAI. GenAI just change the way of which we were working earlier and now. Okay, so use those tools and learn more. Okay, that is my suggestion.
Okay. Thank you very much,
Yeah, thanks.
Abhishek sir. I would request you to stop sharing the screen so that I can address. Yes. So now I guess you all got a little understanding and the kind of upgradation that you would be requiring. So based on the aspects that you have been putting your queries about, I would like to share a video and also provide you the platform where you can easily upgrade your skills. So first I'm going to show you what 3RI technology does, where you can fill those gaps that you're facing in your career outlines, and how 3RI can be a support helping you get those gaps filled and upgrade yourself and meet the market according to its level. All right, so let's watch a video first, and then I'll be sharing you a few things. And there will be a technical director from 3RI Technologies. Her name is Rupali Sharma. She will be helping you out on any of the course related queries that you have. So let's first watch the video. All right. So that's the duo who has built the 3RI technologies. Now I'm going to share you a roadmap, the courses that have been, provided by us. But before that, I would like you also to check your chat box, where I have shared Instagram link and a WhatsApp channel link, where you will get to know what are the trending courses that's been offered by the 3RI technologies. So I'm just sharing this screen. Just have a look. And any doubt you have, Rupali Madam, Technical Director of 3RI Technology, is present. You can ask. So we have these courses: Mastering in Java Full Stack, Mastering in Python Full Stack, then Data Science, AI, ML, Gen AI, Cloud Computing, DevOps, MERN Stack, Mean Stack. These are the courses that are available, as well as Diploma in Java, Web Development in Python, Selenium, Tosca, Advanced AI, DevOps, AWS packages, Salesforce, Tableau, everything is available. So if you have any queries, Rupali ma'am is there on the call. So please, madam, you can just speak a little bit on these courses, And post this, we will be having a lunch break at 1 o'clock. And 2 o'clock, we will be resuming the session again. So everybody is kindly requested to join the same link at 2 o'clock, where you will be meeting the other two industry experts and get the insights about your career, how to make it. Yes, ma'am, please, you can share across. And anybody have any questions related to the courses that are being projected on the screen, let us know.
Right. Okay. These are the job-oriented courses that we have developed. As Abhishek sir has mentioned that, see, you have to be very skillful in one
Hello?
technology. Yes,
Ma'am, your voice is not audible properly.
it's not what. Okay, fine. Is it clear now? Neha, is it clear?
Yes, yes, it's clear.
Fine. So as Abhishek sir has mentioned very clearly, you should be, skillful resource for one of the technology. So these are the leading technology. It is not that shall I do Python or shall I do Java? Both the technologies are good. What interests you, right? But you have to make sure that you have core skills and the secondary skills required for that profile. And these all courses we have with the GenAI nowadays, because yes, people are doing the things everywhere they are doing, right? Wherever the repetitive things are there, can we automate? Yes. If yes, then use the AI, automate it, and remove those stuff from the regular activity. So these are our courses: full stack Java, full stack Python, data science, and all these we have added with the GenAI. Okay, DevOps, Merge that. I'm so sorry, I guess. Okay, fine. Salesforce and various other more. If you think you have, Neha, can you just touch to the next slide? So if you have basic technology available with, because I know the core Java, I know the cloud, AWS, but what is the current trend in the market? Along with the cloud, you should have little other tool knowledge, then you need to upgrade only to those many things. So for that, we have short courses or modular courses, we call it. We have, like if you know the core Python, you can just understand the framework of the Python, then you can get Python full stack developer, right? If you know the manual testing, you should know the automation. So automation tools, there is training tools in the market with Selenium tools, you can upgrade to that, right? Similar lines, Power BI, Tableau, these are various different, the tools that industry is asking for, and we have a short modular courses for, right? Any other things you have? Do we have a third slide, some more courses that we are offering? Okay. Along with that, what is the trending is GenAI, agentic AI. Yes, we do have that. If you have a basic skills of Python and you want to upgrade yourself to the current market, agentic AI, GenAI, then the framework of the AI, that we have the various different courses and that we provide. Okay. Any other thing you can say? Okay. You can stay connected with us on the Neha has shared the Instagram link, where you will get to know about few workshops that we conduct. Okay. We always conduct what recent technology is and where you need to upgrade, right? For that purpose, if you stay connected with us, you'll get to know more information about it. Fine, guys?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. So everyone now can have your lunch, and at 2 o'clock we will be resuming, where we will be meeting the other two industry expertise, Mr. Bharat Kulkarni, a technical director again, who will be helping you out with the pointers. So you are requested to join the same Zoom link. We will resend it, the message if possible, but I would request 2 o'clock, kindly be there. And on the chat box, you can check out the two links that I have sent regarding Instagram and WhatsApp channel. You can follow us, you can get connected to us. And if you have any queries related to the courses that just been shared, I'm sharing you the contact details. You can kindly contact us anytime when you are free, when you want to know more about the system. I'm just sharing the screen. Thank you very much. See you at 2 o'clock post lunch.